is a golden laced Polish egg, and on the surface, to look at it, there's nothing wrong with it. If I turn the candling light on and the room light off, you can see that actually it looks as though it was probably infertile. I think there may have been some very, very early development in it, because in amongst the yolk up here, there's a very slightly darker area. So this egg certainly hasn't developed after a very early stage, but it may have developed a little bit before then. Now, the real problem is here, and this is why it's very important to handle your eggs and also to use your nose. This egg, if you look at it, although here it looks fine, but if you turn it round, you may be able to see here there's a darker spot. It's actually raised off the egg, and there are several of these in different parts, mainly around this bit of the egg here. So you can see there's, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so tiny little specks. Now, this egg, if I were to leave it in the incubator, would explode. And the reason for that is that either the egg hasn't developed at all, or it's begun to develop and then stopped very early on. But the egg has continued to be incubated because I didn't candle it before day 10, and therefore it's been kept warm and in humid conditions, but it's started to go bad. These bits that have leaked through the egg are a sure sign of that, and if I were to pick one of these off, the egg may well explode. I have no intention of doing that because you would not believe the smell of an egg which has started to go bad in the incubator. But I'm certainly not going to leave it in the incubator, because the last thing I want is for this egg to explode bacteria all over the other eggs which are incubating perfectly normally. So when you're candling your eggs, don't only use a candler, use your nose to have a smell of each egg. I know it sounds a bit bizarre, but you need to do it. And also use your hands or your fingers just to feel across the surface. And if you feel any rough spots, and actually with my fingers I can feel even more than I can see. So if you feel any rough spots like this, candle the egg, make sure that it's not got any cracks, because if it's got cracks, it's for sure going to explode. But my advice would be leave it out of the incubator altogether. It's just not worth taking the risk. So that's an egg that's begun to go bad at a very early stage. Okay, let me show you what just happened. As soon as I turned the camera off, this egg actually exploded. You can see the crack there right the way around, and the yolk's beginning to drip out. The smell is absolutely horrendous. So I need to remove this egg from the room straight away, and I also need to wash my hands and probably my clothes.